So a few days ago, I put out a video titled, "Is Capi Gaming Capping?" to really determine whether or not he is legit. He's one of the most unique PUBG Mobile players, not only from a content creator standpoint, but from a player standpoint. The fact that he's only using weapons single tap, which of course naturally is going to people are going to be suspicious of this type of gameplay. And the reason why people are suspicious, rightfully so, is because on live stream, which he live streams, more or less almost every single day during the week, uploads quite a few videos every week as well. But there's never a live hand cam. If you had a live hand cam, of course, no one's going to be suspicious. No one's going to be skeptical if you're playing where people can see your hands. So long as people see that you're not using triggers, there wouldn't be suspicion. But he's chosen to not use hand cams on live stream. So naturally, people are going to be suspicious of this. So what he has released is, of course, clips on TikTok, as well as on YouTube, where he is showing hand cam footage. I reviewed quite a few of those on my video, "Is Capi Gaming Capping?" from a few days ago. Because one thing I can't do is expose one person for having a fake hand cam, but then not do it for someone else. That would not only be doing a disservice to you guys, the viewers, but also a disservice to myself. We can't do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the clip that has surfaced. And most importantly, we have a confession from Capi Gaming himself. All right, so this is a look at one of Capi Gaming's hand cams from about a year ago. This was sent to me by a few different people. And we have to do the right thing. I'm gonna show you guys the clip. We're gonna go ahead and get into the confession and just kind of break everything down. It's going to be very, very obvious, very, very clear for everyone to understand what it is that's going on here. So we'll take a look. So you'll see right here, this is normal speed. Okay, now we're gonna slow it down. Pay attention to the brass that is being ejected from the ejection port on the side of the rifle here. And you're going to look on the left-hand side and you're going to see his finger. Okay, this was originally uploaded on TikTok, which is a whole other issue, which we'll get into a little bit later. So let's go ahead and take a look. It's slowed way down. Watch his finger, but look over here first. So right here, okay, here's the brass. Here's the empty shell casing coming out of the rifle. His finger has not touched the screen yet. Okay, and just watching it in slow-mo, you can just tell it's off to the point where sometimes it doesn't even seem like his finger's even touching the screen. But again, it can be deceiving, looking at a flat screen. But you can just tell that it's totally off, that nothing is really lining up. And then we're gonna see the exact same thing at the very end, just like we showed in the other video. You're going to see right here, this is where it's about to, where he's going to stop firing. Watch his finger. He stopped firing, and yet his finger is still moving on the screen, okay? And for the first time ever, he actually admitted what is going on with some of these clips that surfaced much earlier on his channel. And asked him, why did you edit these clips? What was the reason behind it, to see if he would still, basically still fight against it, or if he would come clean and tell the truth. This is what he said. And there is a slight language barrier, but I'll go ahead and just read it exactly how he has it. He says that when I asked him about the edit, why he edited this early gameplay, he says, that was the time after I practiced, don't know, maybe 1 to 2 years of single tap. Then I invite it to my gameplay. A friend, Rundo Gaming, told me, bro, why do you not put hand cams? It will be nice to see. And I was like, bro, I don't have any hand cams. And then I start to film myself for a first hand cam, but I couldn't do it because I was so concentrated to the camera. Then I was like, F it, I'll do it like this. Like this, meaning edited, like fake. He says, he got tens of thousands of comments, and he writes, but the video goes viral. And then I was like, okay, nice to know that hand cams making views. I stopped the fake hand cam until I could do it for real. So that's exactly what he went ahead and wrote me on Instagram. I also told him that I was in fact going to be making this video to kind of just, clear everything up. And when you go ahead and look at his channel, we're at the very bottom. This is his first video, going back all the way to 3 years ago. And if you look, again, everybody starts out, not with a ton of views, 800 views, 1.2K, 1,000 views. But if you look right here, this is where things start clicking, okay? Full auto mini, look, he picks up 12,000 views right here. Okay, then we scroll up, look at this one. Automatic M16 and Mini 14, 39,000 views. Okay, remember before this, he's not getting a lot. His regular videos are just kind of average views, especially for a new channel. But the single tap ones are obviously getting 50 times the amount of views as his other videos. If you go up even further, look, here's 47,000 views. This was from 11 months ago. New M16, obviously on single tap. And then it basically morphed into what it is today, where he gets hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of views, like I mentioned in my other video. One of, if not the fastest growing PUBG Mobile YouTuber on the scene right now. These are the hand cams that are now legit, where he is actually here firing the weapon, and you can tell he's obviously done a tutorial, where he even slows it down himself, which we're going to get into in a second. So these are the hand cams that are real, right? The first one I showed you guys clearly is not real. And I already know I'm butchering the name, but I think it's Snehilo, right? Snehilo. He brought Capi just a couple days ago on his live stream. This is his gameplay right here, where he wanted to go ahead and have him turn up the opacity on his fire button. And basically, tap fire, go fast, go slow, speed it up, slow it down, fire it very, very slow and do it very, very quickly to see, is he using a trigger and is he adjusting these amounts? This is the biggest issue. If you are blowing up and you're using anything that's suspicious, right? Whether it be hacks, whether it's going to be triggers. Not that, honestly, people don't even care about triggers. It's the fact, are you admitting that you use triggers versus not admitting? I think that, and people don't want to be lied to. People, plain and simple, they don't want to be lied to. They want people to say, hey, I'm using triggers, I'm sorry, or hey, I'm not. What we have here is someone who used triggers early on. There's no disputing that. I'm sorry. There's no disputing the fact that he started off, because you can see how he was using triggers in his very early videos from 2 years ago compared to the gameplay now. It does sound different. You can tell there's something different, but compare your gameplay from 2 years ago to your gameplay today. So the tapping should not have been that consistent. So there's no disputing he used triggers early on. The question is he using triggers now, right now? And I stand behind the first video that I made, where all those clips that I reviewed were in fact legit. They are legit. We broke it down. Just go watch the video. There's tons of evidence behind it. If I was Capi Gaming, which I'm not. If I was Capi Gaming in this exact situation, because of what's stirred up, the only way to get 100% of people on board behind the gameplay is if you go on live stream, on hand cam, okay? Because we know he has the capability of doing it. He makes reaction videos sometimes where there's a camera, he's on the screen where you can see him like in his Bape outfit. So we know he has the capability. We know he has the technology and the know-how to have a hand cam. Unless that happens, people are never going to get on board. It's just, you're going to have this divided community, especially after, everything that's, kind of taken place. So, and real quick about the TikTok account, I asked him what happened. Did it get hacked? Did he delete it? He says he doesn't know what happened. He's sticking to the story that it went ahead and got hacked. There's been footage, of course, of it saying Capi RiggsGaming as his official account, which was later changed to official.capi.gaming. And I just think it was just more of a way just to cover up, you know, this web of lies type thing. But like I said, he is now admitted, he's come clean that, you know, he obviously had a huge, you know, lack of judgment, you know, that he lied in the very, very beginning, but has since basically come clean. I mean, what are we supposed to do? Of course, I always want to turn it to you guys. What do you guys make of this? Go ahead and sound off in the comment section, but definitely had to clear the air. You know, I can't show one person, you know, who's going to have like a fake hand cam and not show another person. That wouldn't be fair for anybody. Just had to have time to go ahead and make the video, reach out to him, talk to him, and he was more than willing to talk. So anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. But until the next one, this has been Riggs.